Assalamu alaikum dear students, I hope you'll be doing well. So in today's video we are going to do parts of speech verb, and in verb we are going to discuss future tense today. So the rules of making a tense and dealing it with are more or less same. So the only difference that future tense is used to describe a single act that is yet to take place, that has not already been done and it has to take place. So we use will or shall for that. For example, they will leave for London tomorrow. The court will give us verdict on Thursday next. So these are the time expressions that give you an idea what kind of auxiliary of future tense you're going to use in it. Similarly, a future continuous tense is used to describe an action going on at some point in future. Means it is continuing at some, you assume that this is continuing at some point in future. For example, she will be taking her English lesson in the morning. She shall be reading the paper then. I shall be playing hockey at that time. So you can also use time reference with that as well. So these are the exercise sentences in which you are supposed to use the correct form of future tense, that is indefinite or continuous. For example, you will not understand it. This watch will not cost very much. She will work hard for the competition. I finished this exercise in an hour's time. I will be finishing this exercise in an hour's time. I not have much money. I will not have much money. What you do at 4, what you will be doing at 4. So this is the difference in which you are to differentiate between indefinite tense and continuous form. So the next tense we have is future perfect tense. Future perfect tense is used to describe an action that will be finished by a certain future date. For example, I shall have finished writing this novel by June next year. She will have stopped taking this medicine by March next. They will have left Pakistan before the end of the year. So these are the examples of the future perfect tense. So future perfect continuous tense is used to describe an action which has been going on continuously and has yet to be completed in the future. Means more or less the gist of the perfect continuous is same, only the tense will be changed. For example, by next March I shall have been working on this post for 10 years. By October next I shall have been teaching at this college for 20 years. So this tense, however, is not often used as well because of the two time references in that. So let's move towards its exercise, in which we have to put the verb into the brackets according to the future perfect tense or future perfect continuous tense. For example, she finished her work before the guests arrived. So this will be purely future perfect. She will have finished her work before the guests arrive, because the other clause is in the simple present tense. They write their exercise by the time the teacher arrives. They will have been writing their exercise by the time the teacher arrives. She returned from the tour of Europe by the middle of December next year. She shall have been returned from the tour of Europe by the middle of December next, because we have a time reference over here, so we shall be using future perfect continuous tense in that. The next is the farmer reaped the harvest before the rains. The farmers will have reaped the harvest before the rains. These mangoes reached the market by April. These mangoes will have reached the market by April. So this is how you're going to complete the rest of the exercise. There is another section in which we use the tense with time conjunction as well, in which present perfect tense is used instead of future perfect tense. For example, I shall wait here until you have finished your work. I cannot do anything until I have taken my lunch. I shall take you around the fields when you have taken some rest. So in these particular sentences, we are using time conjunction with present perfect tense instead of future tense. So that is the difference. So that is it for today, dear students. Take care of yourselves and Allah Hafiz.